Like that boy's life was just cut short because he peed in his pants. I don't believe that's a human being. I don't believe a human being can do that. Good morning my people. Welcome once again to my channel. We are in my kitchen. We want to make something again. Thank you for joining me. We're back with our ingredients. I'm going to use my blender to just mix everything. I'm using 3 eggs. As usual, vanilla from Pradi. Use 3 tablespoons of 15 ml each. Use my Bahari fry oil. I'll put 3 tablespoons also. I'll just put 7.5 ml tablespoon of baking powder. A best long life whole milk. 1 cup of water. It's just room temperature. This with my sugar. I'd rather just put my sugar and with my flour. I'll just put 1 cup of sugar. I'll set off the blender now. After the first mixture is properly mixed, now you can put in your flour. Too drippy, so I'll add a cup. I believe it's now perfect and you're going to start the cooking process. I'll be using its bubbles are coming out. The bubble just show that the underside is cooking or almost cooked. That's how soft it is. Back. It's time to demolish those pancakes that we just made. I love my coffee, though I'm not supposed to be taking a lot of coffee. That's my breakfast. My lovely, lovely breakfast. Okay. Very yummy. I just started. Very, very yummy. Very, very soft. I think I need another one.
What do you mean?
I'll take another pancake.
Who's last one were good?
You don't know last one or good? My friend from Dubai.
Everyone over here is commenting about you.
About?
Mwanga, beautiful family, you got dear. Super Falcon. Who's Super Falcon?
I don't know.
Ati.
Who is it, Tamara?
Why are you asking me?
Because you sound like I saw your face.
Where did you buy the electric mixer?
No, I give them the link up.
We got a demo for the birthday.
Alimu? How old are they?
9.
Is it a limo ride or a limo?
I think it's a limo ride, but still.
I don't think it's a limo.
It's actually a limo.
Not like it's yours now.
It's like they hired.
Then that's different. I'm just reflecting on the fact that some of us are very privileged. Like, you see, a 9-year-old can be given a limo for the birthday, while some of us at our ages, over 30s,
Reveal your age. You reveal your age.
I've said over 30s. I've not said the exact age. Don't say my age. Takosana. So, what is wrong with you guys? I won't make for you yummy pancakes again.
35.
I won't make donuts, I won't make pancakes, I won't bake cake in this home. Because you want to shout out my age. I'm just threatening myself with food.
Best threat.
What a good parent.
What a good.
You serious?
So I was just saying, different levels, time and time. I just saw that I received, like maybe someone that is living on their best season, yet has not yet come. I know in these different people. We have we are different levels. While some of us in this same life that you are living, are having limos for their birthdays. Some of us have never driven in limos. Some of us don't even own cars. Over 30 years of ages. My son keeps shouting as if my age is a problem. The age is only a problem if you look bad. Your age is only a problem if you don't look good for your age, actually. 35. If you're still rocking and you look good, me, I'm just telling you guys who think that telling me 35 is a problem. Looking 35 and looking like me is just a gift. And I'm not even consented. Very true. So it's not about, we don't care. Those are just numbers. It's all in the head.
35!
My son keeps shouting that I'm 35. As if it's a problem.
And as if he's right.
No, it might be right for all I know. But it's just a number.
45!
Even 50. It's just how that 50-year-old is feeling.
110. 99!
And nowadays, just getting old is a privilege. People die so young. So just getting old is a privilege. Don't be shy of your age. Especially if you work out a bit, if you maintain that waistline a bit. If you take care of yourself, your skin glows. Why would you be ashamed of your age? And yet you're rocking your age. So we've had a few morning reflections. A bit of advice if you had in between the talks with my babies. Yeah, we are. Yesterday you didn't work out. We're just about to. I'll just change my battery so that you can change into our workout clothes. We can be in workout. Yeah. So join me in my next workout. It won't be the same as last times. Why are you doing that? It won't be the same as last times. It will be a bit different. We'll work out, and then I always mix boxing to just put the intensity up. And then I've been having a lot of carrots for snacks. Me and my daughter.
Exactly.
Me and my daughter have been trying to eat healthy, to work with to also go with the workouts that you're having, to just see a change, maybe in our waistlines.
Better.
And then in the evening,
Yeah, this is better.
Disgusting.
that's
This is
jam.
better.
That's pancake.
Jam
and
with pancake.
Don't apply that on that camera.
You see that? And yum.
Okay,
Yum.
that's enough.
My son, that's what he does. He loves snacks. I wish I had his metabolism. But wamewambia miaka yangu. They told you my age.
Day!
So don't even lie about
It
it.
was Ethan!
Both of you.
35.
This boy thinks 35 is a problem. I look 20, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Look,
Confidence.
what age do I look like? No, you my,
I know.
you my subscribers.
Old mama.
That's so me.
You my subscribers. Tell me how old I look. Look at me.
Hello?
People's old mama. So me happy.
Hiya, let's meet on our next session. This is too much. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm listening to music from Mixcloud. I'm working out. If you want the link to this workout on YouTube, just comment below. I'll send it personally, because I don't think it should just tag it without their permission. But I'm going to do it with them not in focus. So let's enjoy this workout. Do your best. I'm also doing the same as usual. Interval training for 10 minutes aerobics. Mostly it's kickboxing aerobics. And then 10 minutes for the boxing bag. So let's enjoy. My music is on point. It's just making me. And I'm here with my daughter as usual. Mom, let's start.
Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes, but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way. Even when I'm feeling down, I fight. Even when I don't know what is right, I'ma pick a side and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shake me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. out of control. And all the boys say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes and they'll cut you like a weapon. She's stuck in my mind. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, don't waste your time. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that?
To show you how much I've sweat, this is sweat. My clothes are sticking because I've really worked out. This whole area is just sweat. This dress looks like this. Anything you see darker is just sweat. So these workouts are really healthy, and if you keep at it, you can see a difference. You don't necessarily have to go to a gym to see the results you want. Even long walks, just taking walks like for 1 hour or 45 minutes per day and eating right will go a long way in improving your overall health. So let's keep it up. So bye.
2 hours later.
Hello, welcome back. This is the third part of the spending a day with me, a day in my life. And this is a quick get ready with me. So for Fenty primer, we got from my sunscreen, the one I'm using. It's Neutrogena Ultra Sheer Dry Touch Sunscreen. That's it as far as priming. Happens when this is the Kat Von D foundation. I'm using the medium 65 natural Kat Von D, and I'm mixing it with deep 76 warm. I'll apply it on the lower part of my face because it's a bit darker compared to the inner side of my face because of the residue for the pimples. I told you I've been struggling with acne for a while. So it's the residue for the breakouts and the inner side of my eyes. You see the different colors? And then now I let everything get tacky and not about the rest of my face. I'll just do my eyebrows. Then I'll just do my eye. I normally lift the skin. And then I'm just filling in the eyebrows. Trying to clean it up also with my fingers. And then I'm going to brush back the product into the eyebrow. I'm just using the normal eye pencil. It's the Davis number 18. Now while we're getting ready, I can just maybe inspire 1 or 2 people. And I have a small story. I had most of my friends complain about this. So it's something that is affecting a lot of people. And to just start it off is, right, I was talking a bit about it in the morning. We are going through a time whereby, because of COVID, there's so much financial constraint among couples, and some are even leading to breakups. I mean, people have lost their jobs, which is just bringing some, I think the devil is taking advantage because bringing misunderstandings between in the family, in households, in the family unit. You find that many people have really broken. Like, how many people do you personally know who have broken up during COVID? So we need to pray. And then something else that has also led to COVID making many couples break up, I believe it's because many couples seem to just have gotten married because it was time for marriage. Many people don't marry. Many men, let's just be sincere. Many men don't marry women because they're ready for marriage. Many marry because maybe their families are just insisting it's about time you married a woman. So what happens when you just stay in the house, like not going to the office, not going anywhere, maybe working from home? What happens when you start living with that lady and just realizing that this lady is like this lady is like this, and vice versa even. Most ladies are getting also married because of pressure, because maybe they've gotten someone who wants to do a wedding with them, a white wedding. So they just find themselves in a situation where they weren't ready for what's going on. They weren't ready for the whole thing. And before the COVID outbreak, many relationships could just swing with it, just many relationships could survive more easily, because most couples never really used to sit together and know each other and just learn each other the way COVID has become an eye-opener for most marriage couples. So you find this guy thought this woman was like this, or maybe another factor. I'm sorry, I'm just jumping all over with my points. Another factor that I think is also affecting most relationships at this time, during COVID season, during this COVID time, is because also you find many men married their women, they went for the honeymoon. After the honeymoon, they've never really sat together with their wife. They've never really discussed things with their wife intensely. Like the most you've spent with your wife face to face on close by relationship is a month at most when you're on honeymoon. So after the honeymoon, people went back to their lives. Maybe it's a long distance relationship. Maybe it's a situation where people have been busy providing. They don't have time to really sit together and talk to each other and understand each other. So that's when you realize, hey, this guy I married does this. And then you start wondering, hey, my whole life spent with this guy who's like this. Or maybe this lady who is like this. Like basically you're just discovering different things about your partner, apart from what you've been knowing all along, because you've never taken time really to just sit down with your partner, sit together with your partner, and really learn your partner. So this COVID period, or this COVID season, has just brought it to the forefront on who you live with. That's when most of us are realizing, hey, this guy or this girl, this is not the person I want. Now you realize this is not the person I want from just staying with them for a while. It's been over a year and a half, while people are just living in their houses, minimal movement. I mean, even if it was a long distance relationship, you find that now it's no longer long distance. Someone is just in their face throughout the day, throughout the night. You cook for them. Some realize, hey, my partner doesn't know how to cook, because they've been surviving on hotel food out there during lunch breaks and nini. In the evening, they don't do a lot of eating. Maybe they eat very little. That is if they eat even. Now they're discovering, I married a woman who doesn't know how to cook. Now the wife is discovering, this is a boring man that I got married to. Like, he doesn't talk, he doesn't communicate. Like, what am I doing with this kind of person? So with the impatience, and a lot of death has happened. God rest the souls of the people who've passed away because of COVID. a lot of death has also taken place in the last, of young deaths actually, and even old deaths has taken place during this COVID period because of COVID. So we find that also this has shaken many people. People who knew that life is just, we are getting old, we are together, married forever. Now they realize, first of all, I noticed this about this partner of mine. And then after I noticed this, my friend passed away who is my age mate, or someone who was younger than me passed away with COVID. So death has even become more to the forefront. Death is just glaring, like now it's more visible. Death has become more visible to many people because of the COVID period. Many people have experienced death and loss. Now they wonder, now this person I'm living with is like this. Apart from that, people are dying. Like people are just dying seriously, left, right, and center because of this COVID thing. So you wonder, and with this partner of mine, if I live first tomorrow or I die after tomorrow, is this the kind of partner maybe that I would like to? It's actually hitting home. I hope you're getting me. It's really actually hitting home that this is the partner I have, and in case I die right now, this is the partner I settled for. So people are like, they want to just live for now, because they don't know about tomorrow. COVID has really brought the point home that anything can happen anytime to any of us. There's no one exempt. So people just want to live their lives however long it will be, or however short it will be. People just want to live their lives happily. We were told before they could even learn for they could sacrifice maybe and even ignore some faults in their partner. The fact that COVID is here has really brought home that anything can happen to any one of us, anytime. So people are like, me, I'm not gonna stand for this long, because in fact anything can happen anytime to me, to my partner. But it is the truth and it is reality. So we find that people have become impatient. That's why even there is very high rise of divorce rate. I mean, it's not just about the small things like cooking. Cooking, you can even decide, even if my partner doesn't know how to cook, let me just continue with her or him, or I'll teach them slowly. It's just the fact that people are dying away, very young people, that no one could think that maybe at maybe point this time anything could be wrong with. And then it's even worse now because of it. So that kind of patience that people previous they could maybe say, let me persevere with this guy, maybe to see by next year if they will have changed. You know, someone can think like, let me give them time until maybe next year. If they haven't changed, that's when maybe I'll do something, or maybe I'll move out, or maybe we'll look for a solution. Right now that people are dying, like no one knows about next year. No one knows about 2023, no one knows about 2024. So people have really become impatient with each other. And it's really leading to a high breakup during this COVID period. It's really affecting relationships, like seriously. Now, I've not just been ranting. What can be done about it? That's the question. If you know you are young, you are not maybe in college, maybe in high school, and you happen to watch this, kindly make sure you're choosing a partner that every single day of your life will be worth spending time with. Every single day of your life will be worth spending your time with. Because you don't try. Marriage is not a trial and error. Marriage is meant to be forever. Because it's not just about you. It's about you. It's about the people around you. It's about your family. It's about his family. It's about very many different factors. So, marriage should not just be a casual affair like that. I'm talking like that because I know many marriages have happened in very funny ways. Some have made it and survived the test of time, and many have collapsed. Don't get into marriage trying. Get into marriage for the long run. Be sure who you're marrying. Though I'm sure people pretend a lot. I mean, I heard a story my friend was telling me one day, that there's this guy who pretended for a good 4 years that he liked this, in order to just convince a chick that he was the right guy for her. A whole 4 years. I mean, we know people pretending even for 10 years. If you know very well that maybe this chick is not the type of chick who will fall for you, the real you, why would you make a chick fall in love with you and then revert to you? You know, a human being can just adopt. Just through that pretending, they can even change and become the person that they are expected to be, maybe from their partner. But why would you pretend and then revert back to your true colors? And then young ladies, college-going people, young men who are looking for life partners. People are bad out here. Why do you think someone would rather make sure, like, maybe you don't leave them, they don't show you love, they don't give you a reason to stay, but leaving them will not be an option. Until people threaten each other, over my dead body, you won't leave, you won't leave. Do you think that that is true love? My subs. Do you think it's true love when someone just swears, no, you won't leave, you can never leave me, and go on living? It's either you be with me or you die. Is that love? Is that real love? Will you consider that love? Comment below and tell us. Because I don't think that is love, that is obsession. And just because someone is obsessed with you doesn't mean they love you. And we need to take care of who we are talking to. We need to be keen on, like, this world is just becoming crazy. Really crazy. Just talking about that has reminded me of something. In fact, my eyes are just... I read this on YouTube. This is just a chit chat. There's no... There's no direction to this conversation. It's just chit chat. Because some of us might find makeup boring. There was this story on YouTube. This guy, can you believe what I'm going to say? I don't even feel like saying it. About this guy killing his 2-year-old stepson because the stepson peed on himself. I mean, That's why I'm saying, ladies, you just be careful on whom you're giving your hearts to, whom you're giving your lives to, whom you're spending your days with. You're ready to spend your lifetime with someone. Make sure you've done your due diligence. You know their family. You know the friends. You're sure about who you're dealing with. What kind of man will that be? To just do that. What kind of heartlessness? A sweet 2-year-old. I had this story and I was just disgusted and I just felt bad and I still feel bad about it. This man killed a sweet 2-year-old boy just because he peed on himself. I mean, he had the choice to even leave him with the wet clothes on, but he chose to beat up that kid until that kid died. What kind of craziness is the world going to? That's what I'm just saying, you guys, and boys, you need to know who you're getting married to. If it's moving in, who you're moving in with, you need to know the individual. It's better to just test them. Even test them with even pretending to have another guy. Test them until you know who you're getting married to. Test them. Let's pretend to even be talking to someone else on the phone and see their reaction. Rather than wait and find out later that you're living with some evil spirit. Because I don't believe that's a human being. I don't believe a human being can do that. Only an animal can do that. An animal without a conscience. It's better I could even have left that kid out in the street to be picked on by someone else than to do that. I had that story and I was just disgusted. And I was just mad. And I was just annoyed at it. Like that boy's life was just cut short because he peed in his pants. Who I was mad at? I was just mad at everything. The world, I was mad at men. Like if I met that today, and that's not even my child, man today, what kind of punishment would I give him? What kind of punishment? What will you do to such a person? Do you blame it? But that was just a guy, and he had the guts to even go and give a press conference and ask people, please, I'm looking for my son. Say, he would call me this, he will be doing this. What kind of evilness is that? I've told you the devil is working overtime. We need extra vigilant. We need to be extra prayerful. We need to be prayed up. Because the way this world is going, the way things are happening nowadays, it's just crazy. It's just. So we need to choose our partners carefully. We need to know who we are dealing with every day in our lives. We need to know who we are talking to. We need to just be vigilant, extra vigilant, because the days you are living in, these days you're living in, they're not good days. Blame it on mental illness. Because after 3-4 weeks or a month or so after that incident, I heard about another story. Actually, I read it somewhere. About also this lady. sent her son for something. I don't know, a memory card or something. When she sent her son for the memory card, the son had misplaced the memory card. So after misplacing the memory card, when he couldn't find it, the lady took a gun and shot the son. And the relatives came forward and they were saying like, no, this is a good lady, but she had mental illness issues, that she wasn't the kind of person to do such a thing in her right mind. This makes me question the fact that, like, should mental illness patients in an incident like such face the law the way normal persons should? If it's proven that that this lady, or maybe even this guy, they did those things while not mentally competent, should they be forgiven? Should they be able to go scot-free? Should they go scot-free? What do you think? Should they just be left to continue roaming and maybe to do that to someone else? Okay. Because what makes anyone think that it won't happen again like that? Mental illness. But now, in such an incident, who do you blame? Who do you blame? Or what do you blame? The society? Do you blame the people? Do you blame the mental patients? Who is to be blamed in such an issue? The law, the society, the government, for allowing someone who is mentally ill to maybe live with someone like that, for maybe allowing a person like that guy out of jail when maybe they were in jail. Who should be blamed in such an incident? I'm with my lashes. They are ready. I think they are ready. So those are my eyes. That's how they look like. And I think I'm ready. I could have straightened my hair, but I don't have time. I want to start going. Now I'll show you how to do your own nails at home. You don't have to be spending too much in the salon. I'll just show you how I normally do mine. So kindly just watch and follow. This, which I got from AliExpress. If you want to know the shop, kindly subscribe to my Instagram and I'll be able to ask me privately. It's called, this is the name for the first finger. Make sure you just measure, you see the nails, the way they fit before you start. I've gotten for both hands. This is for this hand, this is for this hand. This is the glue I'm using. It's the one that is normally used in the salon. So you apply and spread well on the bed of the nail, the real nail. And then now you just push it inside the bed. And then when you're pushing it in, make sure that there are no bubbles or there's no, like, you can see your nail directly. It has to be like water. I hope you understand. Let me adjust my light and do the next one. Hold it for a few seconds. In place. Oh, my finger is stuck. Yeah, that's done. Yeah, so that is done. That was the first one. Just put some glue on the nail bed. Spread it so that it covers the whole nail, so that once you place the nail, it doesn't leave any gaps. So put some glue on this end of the nail, the part of the end of the nail. This is how it looks like. Make sure the glue is not too much also, and then just apply. Push it inside the nail bed. Make sure there are no bubbles, you can see, and the whole place is like water. It looks like water, the way mine is. And make sure you also align your nail so that it's straight. I've ever done the mistake of putting it aside. It's not easy to remove this glue. I had a lot of work after that too. Make sure you touch it carefully because your finger can get stuck on it. This one has bubbles. But I've just reapplied it and avoided it forming bubbles. Yeah, that's it. There. Now the other hand, we can either do together. Unfortunately, because I normally box during weekdays, this will be off by Monday morning. It will last until then. If you do it the way I've done it, with this glue and with the right nails, I'm sure they'll last. Yeah. Thank you for being with me this far. And I appreciate your presence. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate your being here and standing by me and watching this video up to this point. So enjoy your Friday, enjoy your weekend. God be with you and God bless you always. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Keep walking with me. Let's grow together. Comment below on your opinions on whatever I've discussed today. Give me your opinions. I'm willing to listen. I'm also willing to learn. This life is all about learning. We are all students of life. We all learn in life. Those are my earrings. I think I'm going to wear a chain. No, it will be too much. So I'm just going to stick like this and enjoy my evening. Please enjoy your evening too. Take care of yourself. Be careful, whatever you do. Enjoy your evening.